Good morning, Spiritual Life Center. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. We've got a very special day for you today. I'll let everybody else tell you more about it, but we want you to know that your soul is welcome here. And
that's right, you're in the right place at the right time, just where you are meant to be, whether you're live streaming or here in person. On the platform today, my beautiful daughter Kayla Roach is joining us. And you are in for a treat. We have Charles Holt not only giving the talk today, but you're going to hear his incredible musical talent. Oh my goodness, what a service. Let's sing about how we are all welcome here. Are you ready? Let's do it. Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh my soul is welcome here. Oh my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome. Your soul is welcome. All souls are welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh my soul is welcome here. Oh my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Oh my soul is welcome. Oh my soul, your soul, all souls are welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul, your soul, our souls, everybody welcome here. You're welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
Well, good morning, Reverend Deborah, and all those that are here this morning. I've changed locations, so I'm having a cognitive dissonance here.
Good morning, Reverend James.
Yes.
It's great to be here this morning, and we greet you in the name of all that is good, all that is holy, and all that is sacred. And in the warm and loving energy of this community, Spiritual Life Center. Spiritual Life Center honors all people worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and of course, the beautiful temples of nature, because we know that there is no space that God does not grace. And if you're with us for the very first time today, either watching us online or here in person, we especially want to welcome you because we know you are not here by accident. Every single one of us is here by
Divine appointment.
And we're so excited to be together today, and we're so excited about our guest speaker, and we're equally excited when you silence your electronic devices. And please refrain from flash photography during the service. Thank you.
Well, we created a clearing to connect with that unchanging presence that is known by so many different names, but we know it lies within us. And it contains all the qualities of the Spirit of the living God. First and foremost, it is divine love itself. And we include that as our true identity and all of its offspring of peace and harmony and wisdom and health and vitality and vigor and creativity, zeal and all that is good and perfect are all originating from this one source from which we all come. And since this source is loving, then we are loving. We are peaceful. We are joyous. We are whole and healthy and vital and fully expressing the presence of God. And as we make these activities or these energies the activity of our awareness, we radiate from the depth of our being something that is beyond words but is so very real. And anyone that crosses our path, it ignites that same energy within them because we are one in the spirit. We are connected on that soul level. So for this and so much more, we are grateful to be the vessels and the vehicles of the Spirit of the living God, to anchor all of these qualities in our life and in our world, so that we can say that when you see us, you see the presence that sent us. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Well, we have a very important purpose here at Spiritual Life Center that's reflected in our mission statement. And I invite you to join in as we affirm it together. To transform lives, to make a positive difference in the world as we love, serve, and remember. And we carry out that mission as we embody and fulfill and believe in these 5 basic universal principles. Again, let's say them together. God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God. We must take action. Well, as Paula pointed out, we have a special guest this morning that is not unknown to many of you, but for those who may not know, are Charles Holt. After moving back to New York City, nearly 2 years after the pandemic, and he removed himself from Broadway for close to 2 decades. For about 20 years, he had been away. And he said he was ready to celebrate myself and in every aspect of my creative being in a second act. And we all probably look for those second acts, third acts, sometimes fourth acts in life. But he said he struggled to find his footing into the grooves of his beloved endeavors. And he asked this question: what happens when we begin to question our chosen path? How do we move forward to rediscover our life purpose? Well, Charles, as you will find out, is a brilliant vocalist. He's an actor, has performed on Broadway on multiple shows, including Smokey Joe's Cafe, Jesus Christ Superstar, and of course, The Lion King. And he's a wonderful inspirational speaker, author, and founder of Open Frames Project, a nonprofit organization that's devoted to training individuals in the course of emotional literacy and its importance in learning to navigate the challenges of tough life experiences, problematic encounters, and difficult relationships. And he has got a 3rd book out that we invite everyone here to buy right after the service. Go there, he's going to be at the table. But it's entitled Lessons from My 5-Year-Old Self. So please give a warm Spiritual Life Center welcome to Charles Holt.
So this Wednesday, Wednesday, is another Talk the Walk, and we're calling it You Never Walk Alone. And there's a woman named Ruby Hawk. Now, some of you might have experienced her at Women of Spirit. Did you? Who was there for the Women of Spirit? Okay, well, she has quite a story, and she was living in a homeless shelter in Modesto and recovering from addiction and some other things that were happening in her life. And poetry just started pouring out of her. And what she's going to come talk to us about Wednesday night is going from homeless to grad school. So please come and listen to this story because she's an amazing, amazing woman. So let's see, the community meal is at 6, and we will start the program at 7.
Well, I always say in life, we're not just here to survive, we're here to thrive in every aspect of our life. And we're going to be stepping into that thrive energy over the next few months with some activities. And starting Friday, July the 14th, I invite you to join us for Alive and Thriving bingo to kick off the Thrive Energy. So understand you can bring your friends, family to one of our wonderful SLC bingo nights. It's going to be filled with a lot of fun. We'll be playing for a number of gifts and cards and other prizes. The competition is going to be fierce. This is not for the lighthearted. This is going to be kind of bingo that you've never experienced before in your life. So they're going to be playing four corner, cross X, and black out, and you can pre-register online or pay at the hub. So you don't want to miss out on this bingo. It'll be like none other bingo game in the history of humankind. I think we're going to bring one of those places. What's the world record book? You know, we're going to have Guinness Book of World Records will be there. All right.
And then we're going to, in August, we're going to try to top the last two cabarets. And this one is called Hot August Nights, Thriving into the Future. It will be Friday, August 11th. And of course, you'll be entertained by professional musicians and shower singers, humorous skits, poetry readings, lip syncs. We don't know what all will be yet because we're still calling for talent. So if you think that you would like to be part of this, talk to Ms. Paula Mandela over there. And even if you don't know exactly what you might want to do, take your idea to her because she's a great collaborator and she could probably help you think of something really cool to do.
Yes.
The ideas must be submitted by Sunday, July 23rd, so you have a little bit of time, but the sooner you get there, the sooner you're going to get like the best spot in the whole program. So,
well, you done? Okay.
That's it.
And well, that part anyway. We're never done, you know, but there's always something more to do. As we know that, as it says in that scriptural reference, ye are the light. And you're here to let your light so shine before men and women that people will see your good works. So we're going to be showing our good works in our Light the World Gala that's going to take place on Friday, September the 29th. It's a little early, but we're still in this planning stages, and we'll be announcing more details about our upcoming gala. And this gala is going to be very special because it will also honor our 25th anniversary as a spiritual community. So it's going to be special. So if you're interested in being a sponsor for our gala, please contact Elaine Leroy, and she'll give you all the details on how you can be a sponsor for our gala.
and then in October, now this is, this is the Thrive Treasures Marketplace Boutique. And we have so many gifted artists and craft persons in this community, and they will come together in the sanctuary, set up their tables, and you can come peruse them and buy those very special gifts. And for some of you, it will be late Christmas shopping, and some of you it will be extremely early Christmas shopping. But it's a place where you can find that very special, unique gift for someone who is very special and unique in your life. And stay tuned for more details on that because, that is October.
And we have other activities going on, don't we?
Right. Yeah, and by the way, we actually have a calendar, so you can get that calendar. It's online, but it's also at the hub in case it's a nice, little pretty green piece of paper.
Yeah, and we have the Laurel and Hardy coming up.
And we do have the Laurel and Hardy coming up. They are going to be showing the movie Sons of the Desert right here in the annex at 1 o'clock, and you can just go over there. You don't have to make a reservation. You can just trot on in there and have a great time. And remember, we have many activities that foster transformation here at Spiritual Life Center. So be sure to check out our weekly happenings, our small groups, and other offerings, and go outside and peruse the bulletin board or go chat with the ladies at the hub. And of course, as I always say, anything you could possibly want to know about SLC is on our website.
Well, one of the reasons that many folks come to Spiritual Life Center is to connect with another individual on the path of growth, development, unfoldment. And, that happens in our classes, our workshops, our seminars, there's our social activities. But you don't have to wait to any of those things. You can connect with someone right here and right now. So I invite you to turn to a friend or a neighbor or someone you don't know. Just say, you are marvelous, glad you are here, in a manner that feels comfortable for you.
And we invite you to stay standing and join us in singing our group song, Use Me, by Ricky Byers. Please join us in singing. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was a son, God is a son, but not so much more than the earth and the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine a light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and dear I'll abide as you show me all that I must do.
And all that I'm saying is, command my hands. What must they do? Command my life.
It's here for you.
God is a love that heals all
creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine the light as me, as you. So use me, oh God. I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine the light.
God needs us.
To shine the light.
God needs us.
God needs us to shine the light
As me, as you. So use me.
Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do.
Show me.
Show me all that I must do.
Show me.
Show me
Show me.
all that I must do. Please be seated.
Now let's take a nice deep breath together, and as we settle into our chairs, let's speak out loud together our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions, weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. We cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet.
And now, in preparation for meditation, we invite you once again to sing this beautiful chant, Spirit in Me. Please join us in singing. Spirit in me, live out in the open, shine from my life like the sun. Give of your goodness, conquer the darkness, Spirit of light and love. Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me. Spirit in me, live out in the open, shine from my life like the sun. Give of your goodness, conquer the darkness, Spirit of light and love. Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me. Give through me, speak through me, move through me, love through me, oh Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me, oh Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me.
As we move into this time of meditation, let's breathe together. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in the vibration of that beautiful chant. Spirit of light and love, give through me, speak through me, move through me, love through me, Spirit in me. Breathe that in, deep into your belly. Breathing in and breathing out, with each breath, your body relaxing. With each breath, your mind softening. Continuing to breathe, bring your attention to your heart, your beautiful heart, and begin breathing through your heart, breathing in and breathing out, feeling your heart space expanding with each breath, radiating love to every cell of your being, reminding every cell of its natural state: love, harmony, wholeness. You are immersed in the love of your Creator, the love of your God. Feel God's warm embrace. Feel the power of love moving in you and through you. God expresses through you in unique and wondrous ways. There is no one else on earth exactly like you who loves the way that you do. There is greatness in our tender human hearts and such power in our tenderness. You are here at this time on purpose. God loves the world through you and through me. We aren't here to fix the world. We're here to love the world, to be the light, to live our love, creating heaven on earth, one act of kindness at a time. And what is ours to love? Who or what God has placed in your life right now. That's it. All of it. All of it. Our loving heart becomes like the sun, vibrantly radiating love to all, for all. Allow God's love to move through you unimpeded. Let love show you the way. And for those who seem hateful, those who have forgotten, let them remember God. Let them remember love through you and through me. In every face I see the face of God. As we move into the silence, rest. Rest here in this love that you are. No one else can love exactly like you. And as Michael always used to say, let's love recklessly, my friends.
I personally would like to dedicate this song to Reverend Emeritus Michael Moran, who is watching the service, as I've been told. I love you, Michael.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. But I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you got.
Drank my fill, and even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond a hill, and do it all again. So here's to life, every joy it brings.
So here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams.
Funny how the time just flies. How love can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes and leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm.
For there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I want to play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to and every joy it brings.
So here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered,
And all that's good get better. Here's to life.
here's to love.
Here's to you. life.
Here's to love.
Here's to you. Well, take another breath. Wipe your eyes if you need to. I tell you, the energy in the room when we were going through meditation. Just take a look around and look at the landscape of beauty that's here. Just take a quick look around and see who's sitting next to you and behind you and around you. Glorious, isn't it? We'll never have this time again. Not this one. So in this moment, I just give thanks. I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you, Reverend James Trapp, for allowing me to do what I do. This is sacred to me. The stage has always been sacred. And Paula Mandela for inviting me up. It just turned out that I was going to be speaking in the Los Angeles area. And Paula said, well, we have June 25th. And I said, well, let's do it. Instead of waiting, let's just do it. So I'm here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes. It's been a journey too, hasn't it? Well, I tell you, it has been lovely. It hasn't been without challenges. And I'm back in New York. And I'm back for my second act. That's what I call it. It's just a continuation. But I tell you, getting back on track, it was something. Before 2020, I just come back off of a cruise. I was singing in Europe. And I landed in Atlanta. This was a divine thing, because I wanted to go back to New York and get another apartment, and went to Atlanta, where my mother is now. And it was the voice of God that said, you take that apartment in Atlanta, you can go get another apartment in New York at another time. I said, well, I want to go to, I don't care what you want to do, you take that apartment in Atlanta right now. And sometimes, it's just that small voice that cuts through the chatter and what we've done before, that agenda that I had. But I eventually got back to New York. But it wasn't before the happenings of 2020. And so April, the first week of April of 2020, I'm thinking to myself, this will all pass. I was in New York for 9/11, and, it passed. So I thought, this is just lingering a little while longer, but it will pass. And when it didn't, I had a meltdown. Everything that I do is in person. The stage, the Broadway stage, even when I'm speaking, singing, doing my work with youth, it's in person. And so I was at the sink washing some vegetables, preparing to make a lentil soup. And my mind gathered, and I started thinking, what have I gotten myself into? This is not going away. Everything that I do has been on stage. What have I put together in my life? It feels like I've made all the wrong mistakes. When I got out of college, my mother said, you get the job, you take that job with IBM, and you stay with them for 35 years, and you get all those lovely benefits, and then you can retire. And after 6 months being in corporate America, I said, this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not my strongest suit, so to speak. Then I told my mom, I told everybody, I want to go to New York and I want to be on Broadway. The most unstable job in the world, she says. And before you go, will you do me a favor? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, go see a psychiatrist because you've lost your mind. I promised her that I would. But there was something pulling me. I had to go. But I couldn't get that in this moment where I'm sitting here washing these vegetables. My mind was too focused on the things that I thought I had done wrong. I'd missed it somehow. And I'm not even in New York, I'm in Atlanta. I don't like this city. I want to be where it's all happening, in the room where it happens. And so I went down a laundry list of things that I had gotten advice on that had not quite lined up with what my heart was telling me. And so those things began to come to me and say, I told you so. You should have done this. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have gone to New York. And then I started a blame game. Shame and blame. I'm still washing vegetables. But I'm too far down the rabbit hole to surface. I am heavily involved in this game of what I did wrong. And look where I am now. So I blamed my father first. Then I blamed my mother. I blamed my sister and I blamed my brother. And I think there was one instance that I blamed my beloved grandmother. And then I finally came to me. And I blamed me for every mistake I thought I had made, every wrong move. Why am I not further along, I thought. Why didn't I fulfill that before now? You know, age always comes into it. I'm 50 years old. What happened? I'm supposed to have done, to have accomplished. And if you've ever taken a dive into a pool and gone too far down and stayed far too long, there's that impulse that says, get back up to the surface quickly. Get back up now. And so at that time, I was at the well of my thoughts, of the demise, And all of a sudden, I felt this thing coming upon me that was squeezing me, contracting. And I went all the way, and I took a breath. Still at the sink. Those collard greens, poor collard greens, they had this life squeezed out of them. And something spoke to me and said, call a friend. Call a friend, get another voice in your head. These tirades are running you. And I called some friends, and I was finally able to really take a deep breath. And I went and sat on my bed, and something spoke to me and said, you're all right. All is well. And of course, you know, the eyes of appearances, they transfer information. And I said, well, why don't I feel okay? I don't see how to get out of this. What is this anyway? He said, do you remember when you were 5 years old? See, 5 years old was special to me. It was when everything in life was likely, feasible, and attainable. I'd ask my parents, Dad, can I get that ball and bat set? He'd say, no, not this time. I said, okay. I'd run home, ball up some newspaper, take some electrical tape, wrap it around it, go get a branch out of the tree and make my ball and bat set until I got it. Anything that I dreamed of was right there at my fingertips. And if I didn't get it at the time, I knew it was coming. It had to. I'd let things roll off my back. Someone say something to me that I didn't like, or I thought, that's okay. There's something over there for me to do. Life was full of joy. My life was full of joy, and there was nothing that could stand in my way of happiness. It was just there. And I said, okay, I remember that. Where is he? And he said, I'm right here. I haven't gone anywhere. I want to teach you how to move through this. Because there's something on the other side of this where you're going to be better. You're going to be greater. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life. I was looking for that spark, that spark of life that said, yes, you can get through this. It doesn't look so pleasant at the moment, but I'm here to help you. So what about all the dreams that I had? What about all the things that I wanted to do? They're here. Allow them to resurface in your mind. I said, well, I need to put this down on another surface. Start writing about it, Charles. Start writing about it. So I started writing this book called Lessons from My 5-Year-Old Self. And I started thinking about all those situations in my life where I felt like things weren't going to happen. Things that I had worked diligently for, and how everything had just panned out just the way, and sometimes better than anything that I could have ever imagined. And I said, okay, I'm willing to listen to this 5-year-old self again. It could be 3, 4 years old for you. It could be 5. It could be 8 for someone else. But there is that time in our life where everything is possible. Everything is likely and feasible. It speaks to us. It's right there, calling to us. What is trying to get my attention now? For it is at this time where we have come through this. Residue a little bit here and there, but we've come through it. So it's trying to get our attention. What am I here to create now? I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. I'm not a betting man, but yeah, I bet tomorrow's going to be better than today. And I've learned that all I give is all I get. So I give it all. Whatever it is that is calling you now, answer and say hello. That which is inside. That God that is not out there, but right here. That is speaking. And perhaps the voice comes through that 5-year-old self. What am I here to create now? Can I create now? Oh, yes, the answer is yes. And perhaps that's the thing that this great idea is waiting for, is us to say yes. Will you be better? Yes. Will I go? Yes. Go where? Yes. Do it? Yes. Whatever it is that we're being called to do and to become and to be, it's right here and it's right now. It's not over there. It's not over there. It's right here. So the invitation, it continues. But just know it, it's just right where we are. So I ask you this morning, are you willing to say yes to life and love and laugh? And are you willing to allow whatever that is welling up inside of you that wants to express like it is never expressed before? Are you willing to allow your light to really shine, not just sing about it here, but let it do that wherever we go? Are you willing to do that? Oh, yes. Yes. That's a unanimous yes. Well, I invite you to do it. Let's just take the breath here. And just know that there are so many things that are coursing through us right now. Those cells, the blood, but those ideas too. That energy of love is coursing through us. There has to be. It's nothing but love in this room. The joy, the peace, the laughter that child so often allowed just to be so rambunctious with. What are you laughing at? I don't know. It's just something inside of me that's just so good and yummy. That's life. And it's calling us now. It's calling us now. I do understand that whatever it is that is calling us, it will not go away. It will have the final word. So in this moment, I just say yes. Yes, divine. Yes, God. Yes, to life. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It is everywhere. It's right in this room. There's this song I want to sing. I didn't sing it the first service, but I want to just sing the words of it. It says, in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. There's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, yes, spirit is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. Right here with us. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, yes, Spirit is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough joy for you and me. In this very room, there's quite enough love for you and me. Yes, there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, yes, Spirit is in this very room. Blessings.
If there's any doubt that Spirit was in this very room before, there's no doubt now. Thank you so much, Charles Holt. Charles Holt. Well, next week, Reverend Deborah will be speaking on what is freedom, and we'll have meditation from Paul Sanchez, Ann Roach, and Kalia will be back again. Kayla, what I thought I call you Kalia? Kayla. Kayla will be back with us next week. Yes. And if you have any prayer need today, the chaplains are available to pray with you immediately after the service in the courtyard. And the chaplains are wearing the white stoles, and they will hold the high watch for you, no matter what you're going through or growing through. And as I like to say, if you have something that you want to celebrate, they'll just amplify the celebration in your life and just spread that energy field for all of us to feel as well. So we thank them for their service and the consciousness that they bring. For anyone that's online, that's free, that's new, and want to connect with Spiritual Life Center, feel free to fill out our online welcome card. And for those who might be new today, any newcomers here today, anybody here for the very first time, keep your hand up nice and high. We have a number of people up front, in the middle, in the back. We appreciate you. We affirm the magnificence. Keep your hand up. But there's some more folks coming. There you go, right there. There's someone right there. There's a young lady right up front. We appreciate you. We behold the magnificence that you are. We affirm you, and we see you doing great things, and we thank you for bringing your loving consciousness with us today at Spiritual Life Center. At this time, anyone who would like to support us that's online, that would like to support this movement and this consciousness, you can support Spiritual Life Center with your gift or your offering. And you can simply text SLC Love to 44321. That's SLC Love to 44321. Or go to our website, slcworld.org. Go to the Donate tab and give in other ways, including by mail. And if you want to help spread the word of what we are offering here and spread this consciousness, like us, comment, share what we've been sharing with you, and that'll make more people available to what we have to offer, because our world really needs this loving energy, help transform ourselves from where we are to where we can be when we are seen at our highest and the best. So we thank you and we appreciate you. For those who are here this morning, would like to gift us with your offerings, I just invite you to take your love offering and your gift and just symbolically raise it to the heavens, which is expanding good. And know that you're in the flow of a wonderful principle that says whatever you give out does indeed come back. So whether you're giving today or have given online, electronically, it all is in that flow of that principle that you can never outgive the presence and the power and the love of God, and it always benefits not only our community but yourself, because what we give out, we keep. And with that awareness, let's affirm our offertory blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
An angel asked me, do you know who you are? The question and the answer is not very far. The song of the sages, the knowledge of the ages is living where you reside. You have the key that unlocks the door to enter in that sacred place you haven't gone before, where deep meets deep, soul to soul. Feel that connection as the truth unfolds. I am. Yes, you are the key that unlocks the door to freedom and leads you to me. Look deep inside you, trust the force that guides you. It knows the way. There's no separation, we're one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and Omega, the eternal flame that burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks to the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are. Trees, yeah. All the stars and constellations, yeah. You are. I am spiritual.
I am mystical.
I am mystical.
I am light.
Yeah.
I am love.
I am love.
I am living in you. You are living in me.
And you live in me from
the very low.
From the very low.
To the heavens above, I
There's no separation, we're one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and Omega, the eternal flame. It burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks to the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are. We are.
singing the truth. I am. Come back anytime, Charles. Anytime. We take this time to bless those who have blessed us with their gifts and offerings. Those who have been online that are supporting us to help spread this message of love and possibilities of the human spirit. We're grateful for the support. We're grateful to realize that we are one in the spirit, and whenever any of us is lifted up, we all are lifted up because we are connected on that soul level. And we bless those who have left their prayers in the prayer box today or throughout the week. Recognizing all of us have challenges that come up in our life from time to time, bumps in the road, detours that take place, some unexpectancies. But remember that there's always one presence and one power that is lifting us up. So no matter what we're going through or growing through, there's the Spirit of the living God that is with us always. So we bring to mind anyone that needs prayer today, including those who have left those prayers in the prayer box. We bring in to this prayer circle, this energy field, our beloved Michael Moran, who asked for prayer for healing. And we see it done in the mind and heart of pure spirit. For this is divine ideas, nature, to bring us that wholeness, that vitality, that vigor. We give our attention to that, for this is who and what we are, and we can say that what God is, I am. So we go forth today knowing this truth that liberates us and sets us free, that knows the answer, like I said before, we know what the prayer need is. It is done. And our task is simply to lift our vibration to be with one which has already been complete and see how the miracles or seeming miracles take place and show up in our life and in our world. For this and so much more, we're grateful and thankful as we go forth, knowing that we are always the vessels and the vehicles of the Spirit of the living God, for God indeed needs us to shine that light, and we let it shine so brightly that others need shades before they can look at us. So we go forth knowing this truth, and so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. With that awareness, let us embody even more of this energy as we affirm our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. And that's the truth. Let us sing our peace song.
Peace.
2, 3.
Yes, lessons from my 5-year-old self. Charles Holt's books on